We talk, man, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people,
You're in tune to Roots FM 96.1 on the FM band. At this time, we go right into Mek Wi Talk Tuesdays with Jeffrey Tavares.
Good morning, good morning. We're listening, watching from around the world on the Eastern Caribbean. This is the Mek Wi Talk YouTube channel, live, and also the Mek Wi Talk right here on Roots 6.1 FM, the voice of the inner city, the voice of the voiceless Jamaicans. Good morning, wherever you are. Welcome. It's Diaspora Day in Jamaica. All over the place, live feed are coming up about what's going on at the Montego Bay Convention Center. I have with me this morning a good friend of mine, Mr. Garfield Reed. Garfield, good morning. Welcome to Mek Wi Talk.
Good morning, Mr. Jeffrey T. How are you?
I am here looking and living like my good friend, the late Wilmot Mutty Perkins. This morning, we're going to speak about Jamaicans who are homeless in the diaspora. I don't know why am I getting the feedback. Jamaicans who are homeless in the diaspora. We're going to speak about what is going on and how we can assist them. Garfield,
Yes, sir.
you brought this to my attention, my friend. Tell me some more about it.
Well, and again, and this is what we should do when we talk about diaspora, is to look out for our fellow countrymen and women, kids, dog, and everybody, as long as we are Jamaican. This is something that I have observed over the years. This is something that I have experienced over the years. I mean, when we talk about homelessness, I was once homeless in this country. You may not believe it. And this was like back in the early 90s, or specific about 1990. So I understand what it is to sleep in a car. I understand what it is to sleep in an apartment that you were evicted from, and you go back there at night because you have access to the apartment. But fast forward 2024 today, Jeffrey, a lot of Jamaicans lives in this country called the United States, all over the Union. And life is not as easy as one may make it sounds, or one may look.
Yes.
So, and this is what we are facing. This is the reality. And again, all of this is for self-responsibility. There may be different reasons why people are homeless, but at some point or another, the ultimate aim is to provide some help that he or she can do.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is what it is all about, is help people. I mean, we are in Broward County, and if you were to go tonight, as a matter of fact, I am actually in the parking lot
Yes.
of 12th Street and 441 at Jamaica Hill, Lauder Hill.
Yes.
And I'm by the Lauder Hill Mall in the parking lot in front of Joy's Rooted Delight. And this is an area that dubs Lauder Hill, right? This is Jamaica Hill. This is where you had the largest influx of Jamaicans in Broward County, probably back in the days 20 years ago. I don't know what the numbers are like today, but this is a place that Jamaicans traverse inside and outside. Probably majority of the residents of Lauder Hill are Jamaican, especially north of Sunrise Boulevard in this corridor here. But when you come back to the same very parking lot tonight, Jeffrey, you will find people sleeping in their cars. And you will say, and if you wait in the morning, you see a 1 and 2 come out, go to a laundromat to brush them teeth and, get refreshed. And they're going to work. And they're going about their lawful business in the day.
Yeah.
So, and then you could go to other parking lots by Oakland Park and 441. Right there behind Carl Seafood Restaurant. There are people there sleeping in their cars. Not only Jamaicans, let us be clear on that, especially the Caribbean islands. Yeah. And so homelessness is alive and well. It's alive and well here, and this is what I would love myself personally to do something to basically to help someone who is homeless. Start an organization that is homeless. Jeffrey, and I'm glad that you asked me to speak on this, because tomorrow, the city of Margate that I reside in actually is giving out a proclamation for Caribbean Heritage Month. And they asked me to collect it. I really don't know why.
Hold on. What are they having, Garfield? They're having what? Repeat what you said.
It's a regular Caribbean month. It's a Caribbean Heritage Month. The month of June is celebrated as Caribbean Heritage Month.
Yeah.
Since I live in the city for a number of years, the mayor called on her and asked me. He said that he would like for me to collect this proclamation, because I'm a Caribbean guy and I live in the city. But I look at it and I say to myself, you just can't just collect something like this and do it. You must put in some work for it.
Right.
You must put in the work. And I am saying, Jeffrey, I am willing to start an organization, with my own little pennies and all of that, and try to give back something to someone who's homeless, and try to drive resources to people who are homeless, because a lot of them are Jeffrey. Yes. Not only homelessness, we must keep this in mind. A lot of people are here in this country and they are out of status.
And because before you touch that, Garfield, some of us Jamaicans have this narrative that Jamaicans run off. And that is why whatever happened to them, they must run off. When certain things happen to you and you have to come over, you may end up overstaying or whatever. I mean, we all mustn't be the way how we are, not because some of us can't, or some of us has a better way of living than we look down on others. You see what I mean?
Well, that is true too. I mean, a lot of us come here like me. When I came to this country permanently in 1989, I came here before as a younger child. In 1989, when I came here, I only have 3 months left on my visa. So I would categorize myself as someone who had run off, as you put it there. But then years passed. At the time, I was a young 18 years old, a teenager. My concern wasn't even about getting a green card, not going to lie to you. My concern was to party. I'm in America, so I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And it took me a while, and I have to gather myself together. And I actually got arrested by the U.S. Immigration Services. The naturalization then was about to be deported to Jamaica because I never had a green card. But what saved me, I never had a criminal record. So based on that, my clean criminal record speak for itself, and it assisted me, and I get myself in the system, get formalized, and receive a green card, and move on later on. But again, a lot of people is in a position that a lot of us come here and we were never inspected when we come here.
Right.
A lot of people is here working, but they have some money. But it's not only about homelessness, it's about giving some resources to show people that they can formalize their system. The system can help them. They can get married. They may have a relative. They may have a son. But because they really are afraid to come out of the shadows, there are organizations like the charity, the Catholic organization, the Seventh-day Adventists. These organizations offer pro bono assistance to people, to immigrants.
Garfield, I wanted to touch on that because at one point, if I remember, you were telling me how you went through the Catholic system to get through, and as we speak, Roots FM is a part of the Catholic faith. It is, and seed and so forth. But before you touch that, I want you to tell us what happened when you went through that, because we as Jamaicans, not because some of us are privileged to may travel the world and live in Europe and live all over the place. We're gonna look down at other Jamaicans because other Jamaicans may, according to others, run off of so. I want you to tell us, Garfield, what you went through, and also how did the Catholic faith, the Catholic Church, assist you?
Well, Jeffrey, I remember when I was arrested by the immigration services. That was Good Friday, 1994. Never forget that. It was a Good Friday in Miami, and they took me to the border patrol in Pembroke Pines office by University and Pembroke Road. And again, based on a clean criminal record, they gave me an order that they will release me, but I must go to 79th Street in Miami. That's Biscayne Boulevard and 79th Street. At the time, that was the headquarters for the U.S. Immigration and Naturalization Service. When I went there, I went upstairs to the clerk, and the clerk said to me, Mr. Reed, if you're on the wrong floor, but I don't think you should go to that floor. You need to go get some legal assistance.
Wow.
And this is the time she sent me to the Catholic organization on Biscayne Boulevard. I think it's 100th Street on Biscayne Boulevard in Miami. And I went there, and when I went there, I sat with these people, and they asked me if I'm Catholic. I was born in Eastern Kingston, and I remember, I know I went to Alpha Primary, which is a Catholic school. But I remember we used to go to Holy Rosary Catholic on Winard Road, right in front of Bellevue Hospital. And I remember that, and I said to the sister, yes, I'm Catholic because that's where we go to church on Sunday on Winard Road, the Holy Rosary. And she said to me that she served there back in the 70s. She was there. So obviously, by me telling her that, I'm bringing association to it, and she's aware of the particular church, the cathedral rather. So that helped me. And I remember the question was, who do I have in the United States that can sponsor me? And I let her know that my dad is in New York. And she asked me, when was the last time I'm in communication with my dad? And I said, I really don't communicate with him as much. And I remember she picking up the phone and called him. And she explained to him what happened. And he said to me, and she said to him that I have to come to New York because of my situation. I went there, and then while we were in New York, she gave me an address in Brooklyn, New York. And Flatbush Avenue is another Catholic charity. And she said that I should go there when I go to New York and register with them and blah, blah, blah. And then I did that. And at the time, my dad was a green card holder then, and he was applying for a citizenship. And she actually sent me there. I went there, and it never cost me $1 more than they asked for a contribution. But we had to pay for the fees to the immigration service. But all of what they have done was 100% free. But they asked you to give a donation and to volunteer some time and blah blah blah. So that is what I would love to organize. I mean, I myself is not an attorney. I don't see myself as a learned individual because I don't give legal advice. But based on my experience, I can speak to people. I can show people. Because, what is so important, Jeffrey? In next year, I don't know if people are aware of this, come next year, for you to go on an Amtrak train or the airport, airline or sea, you're going to need something they call a real ID.
Just like a Florida State ID.
Right, a real ID. It's an upgrade where it's a security sensitive ID.
Yeah.
And when you go to the airport now, you can't just come out, or you're going to need a valid passport. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You can't just nonchalantly use any hanky-panky ID. Not saying that people are doing it, but if you look in the airport now, it is being highly promoted, a real ID that is issued by the state, the driver's license offices. And that is what we need to make people know. And so if you are in this country, man, reach out to people. Reach out to people who can help you, different organizations. But hold on, Jeffrey. And I will say this to you. I will say this to people. If you are illegal in this country, you need to move to states like New York City, New Jersey, California. You need to move to these states because these states are sanctuary states. These states look out for immigrants. You need medical insurance. They don't care about your legal status. They will offer that to you. And that is what I want people to. I'm not telling you to run to New York or whatever, but you have to go to a place that you can be comfortable. You can get the resources that you need.
Yes. You know, Garfield, as you're there talking to us about, you know, your status here in the United States. It is now 11:22 on Route 6.1 FM. We're also simulcasting on Sugar Wayne Rock Radio. That's Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio, rather. We're also simulcasting on that. And for every Jamaicans who live overseas, because you have some privileged Jamaicans because they may have traveled the world and so forth, and you know, and other people may, according to them, run off. You know, what can we do in a sense, Garfield, to really assist our fellow countrymen? I may have a name as a Tavares, and the Tavares family may have money and up in society of the Vumbo on the Vumbo V.
All right, Jeff, let's not get into this.
No, hold on there. No, hold on, Garfield. I'm going somewhere with this conversation, please. What can we do to assist individuals in the sense of getting them out of the dilemma that they're in, right here in Florida?
It's quite easy. First and foremost, people have to come out of their shadows and trust someone to let them know. If you don't have the information, you can listen to talk radio right here in South Florida and just listen, and you can get some legal advice for free. There are attorneys you can call that give free consultation. You can go into these restaurants and stores and pick up the Jamaica Weekly. There are attorneys that advertise in these newspapers. They will give you free consultation. If you keep your ears to the ground when they have the citizenship drive, you can show up there, you can ask, you can call your local commissioners. Most of these people here are Caribbean people. They understand the plight that you may be in because they may be there before. You can call me. I may have some resources, but what I want to do personally is to start an organization. It's not about money. It's to start an organization where we can lead people into different directions. We can partner with a few attorneys. We can partner with few city commissioners who can pool resources together. Because at the end of the day, if you help one, someone else can help another, and it's a domino effect, and the line continue to help each other. It's like a production line. They keep producing, And I must tell you.
Do you have me on speaker?
Well, I'm in the vehicle. I'm on the Bluetooth.
Oh, I'm having a feedback and an echo.
All right, let me take it up. Yes, Jeff. Can you hear it better now?
Much better. Loud and clear from Negril Point to Moran Point.
Okay, good.
Listen from around the world. We're speaking about Jamaicans or Caribbean nationals who are homeless. We're also simulcasting on, we're live on Route 6.1 FM. For those who are watching me on my YouTube channel, there is 2 programs going on the YouTube channel. One live from Montego Bay Conference Center, where I think the Prime Minister is speaking now, the President of Jamaica is speaking now at the Jamaican Diaspora Conference. And we're here speaking on my other program, my other Mek Wi Talk program, where we're speaking about homeless Jamaicans or homeless Caribbean nationals. And my good friend, my guest this afternoon is none other than Sir Garfield Reid. Continue, Garfield.
Yeah, so that is what we want to do. We need to start something that people can get help. And we need to help. We may have to partner with different governments, with government in Jamaica, government in the United States, local, municipal. But the more people you can partner with is the more help you can get to impact people's life. And people have a legitimate reason why they may want it. Then furthermore, Jeffrey, there may be people here who want to go back to Jamaica and they can't afford a plane ticket, but they know within themselves if they get back to Jamaica, your life can be better. We can partner in that. A plane ticket, Jeffrey, sometimes is $150. That's an easy catch. Or even less, you know. But let us partner. Let us do something meaningful in the name of Jamaica, even other Caribbean brothers and sisters. Indeed. You know, we don't need to keep it exclusively to Jamaica, but we are Jamaicans, so we will talk about that and we will focus our energy on that. And I encourage people, go to your city halls when they have meetings, speak to your mayors, ask your mayors to partner with different entities in Jamaica that you can help a community, help a school.
Yes, I see where one of my producers who are in Jamaica, actually somebody saying to me right here in the studio that the Mek Wi Talk program should one of these evenings go out to those areas and also talk to you some more about how we and the Mek Wi Talk program here can assist right here in South Florida.
Most definitely. And that's what we need. That is what we need. That's what I would love to do. I mean, I believe at one point, I do have political ambitions at one point, and I say to myself, I don't believe I will do good as a politician. Yes. But it is better to support a cause, and that's what I want to do, so you can impact people's life. I mean, it's important, and I must tell you this, Jeffrey, only yesterday, the Joe Biden administration announced that if you are in this country in a legal status, there are some benefits coming for you. There are provision. You are married to a U.S. citizen that may save you from deportation. You know, so get an attorney, get legal advice on that. It's out there, man. Utilize the services.
And you know what's surprising me, Garfield, is that there are so many Jamaicans attorney in South Florida here.
Jeffrey, I will tell you one thing, Jeffrey. I can literally call an attorney name that's Kevin Miller.
Yes.
And I can say this without no reservation at all. Attorney Kevin Miller. That's a gentleman that I know is willing and able to help, and he will help. I can guarantee you that without any apology. All you have to tell them that you heard Garfield Reid said it, and I can give you his number. You can put it out in the chat, and you know, he will help. These people will help because these people understand your plight, and they will do so. But all you have to do, come out of your shadows, man. You know, do your thing. It's not about just you're working, you're earning, and you can afford to do certain things. Just be careful who you get into business with and what to do. But just do your thing, man. Help is there. Help is there. And this administration announced this morning, that they are willing to look into to create like another is like another dreamers, like what the former president Barack Obama did to protect the dreamers, and so they are now extending it to protect the spouse of U.S. citizens.
Yes.
Garfield, so if you don't, you know.
Yeah, Garfield, I think they're going to take a quick commercial break on Roots 96.1 FM. We're also simulcast on Sugar Wayne, Rockers Radio. For those who are watching us on the Mek Wi Talk channel here, we won't take a commercial break. We're also having a live broadcast from the Montego Bay Conference Center with the Jamaican diaspora, where the most honorable Prime Minister is speaking at the moment on one side of the other program there. But we're gonna continue our conversation here on the Mek Wi Talk YouTube channel right here until Roots FM get back to us. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break on Roots 96.1 FM. We'll be right back. Garfield.
Yes, Jeffrey. I need to take a break too because I have to return a phone call.
Okay, take a break and come back to me, Garfield. No problem.
Thank you, sir. Good. Bye-bye.
Yes. We are here talking about what is going on. How many Jamaicans are living in South Florida and other parts of the United States and other Caribbean nationals who don't really have status of say within the United States. If you know anyone who is doing that, if you know any homeless Jamaicans, I've been told by Garfield, but a lot of Jamaicans in South Florida, and I will see what I can do to assist. If it's even to go through somebody who I know who's a family member of mine who's an attorney at law in Jamaica. We were talking about it up to last night with him, and we're going to see what we can do to assist. To see what we can do to assist so many other Jamaicans who are having financial problems within the United States of America, and they don't have status of say. For those who wanted to call into the program until we get back to Garfield Reed when he return our call, the numbers are 954-529-8030. It is also a WhatsApp number. It's 954-529-8030. This is the numbers here, I think, yes. We are coming to you live on Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city. And also, we also simulcast on Sugar Wayne, Rockers Radio. We're also simulcasting on the Mek Wi Talk. Jam Talk Vibes Radio. Sorry, Jam Talk Vibes internet radio station. I hope it's still up. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is up. Yes, it is owned by the Tavares Media Group. Yes, for those who are living in Jamaica, it's a WhatsApp number 954-529-8030. For those who live in the United States, you can also call free or call straight rather, or you can call on WhatsApp. What is your views of Jamaicans living homeless right here in the United States of America? There are so many things going on today. When you look on the newspaper out of Jamaica, let me see something here. I saw something earlier on where, I think it was yesterday, it is Ochoas High School where a student was shot by another student. What is going on? Is our country going through a different turn in life where our children are turning on each other? We need to do something to assist our children and bring them back to the good old days. To the good old days. I saw a video circulating on social media wherein a police officer, he was called into a school and they asked the lady to leave the school compound. Now there's a video circulating on social media where the female police officer and the lady is in a tussle. Where, hello, good afternoon, welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program.
Good afternoon, brother. How are you doing today?
Yeah, looking and living like my good friend, the late William Mutty Perkins.
Yes, keep up the name. Thanks to mention the advice about Monty Perkins, because you're doing a great job. He would be very proud of you. But you know, a quick question.
Some people don't think I'm doing a great job at all, sir.
Now, we have to, we have to have some form of opposition from this tyrannical government that Moti and Barbara Goodan warned us way years ago of what's going to happen to us. But that being said, the system of Jamaica reject Rasta, and Rasta was the only set of people in Jamaica holding an order, a black patriotic order for the people of Jamaica.
Hold on there. You're talking about a different topic today. I was talking about homeless Jamaicans living in the diaspora. You have any views on that before you can go to the Rasta thing you're going to talk about, please?
Now, pertaining to do with the homelessness for the Jamaicans here, it's a very tragic situation, and I am dumbfounded knowing this, because people from Jamaica are so proud. And why would one sit in Babylon on the street side when I know these people that live here in Babylon have some form of bush in Jamaica? What's going on here?
Yes, continue.
Yeah, so what happened to the bush that they have in Jamaica? You tell me they forget about how to use a machete. All they can think about is in their mind what they lost. Come on, people. And 1962, we get independence. We've been through 400, 500 years of foolishness. There is nothing Babylon can show at us. They need to sit on the street side and sleep. Are we stupid? The only time.
But before you go any further, sir, I want to make a disclaimer that the views expressed on the Mek Wi Talk program are not the views of the producer, the host, or the owner of the Mek Wi Talk program, or Roots 96.1 FM, or Sugar Rockers Radio, or Jam Talk Vibes Radio, and extend the Tavares Media Group. Those are the views of the callers themselves. Go ahead, for me, sir.
No, as I was saying, my brother, these say for an example, we've been through some tragic things. A lot of people run away from Jamaica and came to the United States, England, Canada, all over, try to make things better. But one thing these people should never ever forget where they're coming from. The only Jamaican that I will accept in the street sleeping unless he has some mental problems. But no Jamaican can see me in the street and says they financially I would say but have no finance.
You know something, sir, we must be fair. America will build an individual, America will break an individual. Because majority of us Jamaicans have this tendency that because we're there far in, we can flash and we can this and we don't that. And we don't think 2-3 years down the line. So, you know, sometimes things can happen to us where we lose our homes or because of high payment and so forth, you know, we can't make the payment, our mortgage and so forth. So I wouldn't say, you know, to be honest, I sympathize for a lot of Jamaican and Caribbean nationals who are up here. I'm going to do a documentary on it because I've been told long time ago. I was at a function a couple of days ago, I think about a week ago. I was talking to a commissioner. I think it was one of the commissioners of Miramar, I think. And I was talking to her about it. I was also over the weekend gone. I was with a commissioner again, who is of Jamaican parentage. And I've been talking to her about it. There has to be something done to our fellow Caribbean people and extend, especially the Jamaicans, to see what we can do to assist them.
I'm always willing to assist, you know, when it comes to my fellow countrymen. But as I'm saying, people that are still stable in their mindset, the moment you forget about 1962, expect anything to happen to you.
How you mean if the moment you forget about 1962? I don't understand you.
Okay, what I'm trying to say to you is the moment you forget about that you were a slave and it's 1962, the opportunity gate open up for all of us. I would say most of us. The moment you forget about that, you open yourself to fall into any trap. If you know where you're coming from and know where you're stepping, you're going to make sure be very careful not to make certain mistakes. But when you forget about it, you feel like, yeah, I'm free to do whatever.
You know
No, we're not free to do whatever.
You know something? Many of us Jamaicans have this thing about us because we have reached to the effluence of society.
Exactly. We are free now to free and make a mockery of ourselves.
Yeah, hold on for me, sir. Because we have reached to the effluence of society. And we have been in the league of the Vumvava and the Vumvavi. We totally forget where we're coming from, you know. There's an old saying that my grandmother always tell me, you know, 7 times rise, 7 times fall. Sometimes in life, it's no intention of yours to fall back down on your face. But things may have it like life may have it and you just fall right back down on your face. I grew up in an environment in Jamaica where although sometimes things may not go the way how I want it to go, my grandmother always tell me one thing, Jeff, never you look down on anybody else. Never you look down on people. And because some of us may have the privilege of reaching to XQYZ in life, we look down on others. And I'm saying this on this program this afternoon, morning in Jamaica now, this afternoon, that we must think about others because anything can reach us in life. There's a lot of homeless people in Jamaica. A lot of Jamaicans who are homeless in their own country. And something to be done about that too. I remember when I was out there, I used to help to feed people downtown Kingston. Even though the church that I used to go to closed down, I remember still doing it. There's a friend of mine who lives, I think, in Fort Lauderdale, not in Fort Lauderdale, in New York rather. Yes, my good friend Michael Campbell. He has a kitchen where he assists homeless people. Even on YouTube, you have Andre Stevenson who is doing it. We must not look down on others because we have reached somewhere in life. Because it can happen to us. And I don't have a soft heart, but my heart is this, that I want to see what I can do to assist. Hello? Are you there with us, sir? Okay, you're gone. Yes. So we're going to do what we can do to assist. The numbers to call is 954-529-8030. That's the numbers to call into the program. The Mek Wi Talk YouTube channel and other portals have two programs going at once. One from the Montego Bay Conference Center and one here where we're talking about Jamaicans who are homeless living in the diaspora. I was looking for a news item that I had earlier on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on for me, please. Let me see if I can find it. I don't have anybody here with me this morning. They pick up and go and leave me. I don't know why. So it's just me alone here trying to maneuver myself around. Hopefully I can do it properly. Yes. There is a shooting at a school in Otras yesterday that we need to do some investigation on. For those who are thinking about maybe sending money to Jamaica or the exchange rate, the Jamaican dollar has gained 11 cents and will open trading this morning selling for an average of $156.36 against the benchmark US dollar. The Jamaican dollar has gained 43 cents and will open trading this morning selling for an average of $115.58 against the Canadian dollar. And finally, the Jamaican dollar has gained $1.43 with open trading this morning selling for an average of 132 cents against the British pound sterling. For those who are thinking about sending money to Jamaica, you want to know the exchange rate. That's the exchange rate. The Jamaican dollar has gained 11 cents against the US dollar and will sell an average of $156.36. The Canadian dollar has gained 43 cents and open trading this morning, selling an average of $115.58. And finally, the Jamaican dollar has gained $1.43 and open trading this morning, selling for an average of $199.32 against the British pound sterling. So at least some money gain on the Jamaican dollar. You know, I go down the drain, so some money gain on it. The Jamaican, let me see if I can get some out of the Caribbean. Oh, by the way, I think this evening, yes, or Saturday? Yes, Saturday on Reason with Rattigan, we will simulcast on this Mek Wi Talk program here. Our special guest for the Jamaican Diaspora Conference that we're holding, the guest will be opposition spokesperson on national security, Peter Bunting. I think there will be a person from the government. I'm not sure. I think Mr. Rattigan said you reach out to them. Yes, Sir Garfield. Welcome back to the program, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have a couple more minutes leave on the program here. So tell us, what is your intention? How we highlight this now? Is there something that we are going to propose to do to assist not only our Jamaican nationals but Caribbean nationals in a whole?
Well, first and foremost, Jeffrey, we have to make it official.
Yes.
We have to start an organization. We have to put some people together. I mean, and I want to put in people together. First and foremost, we make this very, very clear. This will not be a political organization. This is something about Jamaicans and Caribbean people. So we should try to gather. We should try to have a meeting. We should put some people together, because when all hands are on deck, you can play the game much better. And and I would say we can do so. We need to go out, like your producer in Jamaica. Go out to one of these locations at night. Talk to these people. Hear what their immediate needs are, and then we can go out and solicit some form of support for them. Because again, sometimes this only need a conversation in a Jeffrey, and somebody may not know this or somebody may know this, and you can lead someone in that direction, stuff like that. Because people, I don't believe people who are in good mental health want to be homeless. I don't believe people want to stay in the country undocumented, but they may just don't know where to turn and just need a little nudge. And if we can do that, you can do that, I can do that, we will have a better society.
Mm-hmm. Garfield, do you believe that a person who they say run off is a bad person who run off?
No, Jeffrey, and I don't like you seem to be zooming in and run off. I mean, people, let me say this to you. You have people come to this country from different angles by air, land, and sea. Okay? One of the things I will tell you though, and I'm not here advocating for you to do whatever, to do things or not, but if you are planning to come to the United States, and you want to run off per se,
don't do it.
Make sure you travel under your visa. Or if you are crossing the border, make sure that you are inspected. Because when you enter this country and you come under Chikini operation under someone else's name, or you were never inspected, Jeffrey, it can pose a serious challenge to you in reference to getting yourself legalized. Because then you came in the country illegal, and you can't prove that, and you can't prove why you came in the country. So make sure, and if you come in the country, I don't know if they still give out the I-94 anymore. Probably it's a stamp or a car. I don't know, because this was 36 years ago when I did that. But try to get a legal mind. Talk to people who can help you. I go up on 441 and put up a placard and say, me illegal, me need help.
Mm-hmm.
But try to source out people. Your church, you can start with it there, stuff like that. And don't just walk and tell everybody your business. Try to zoom in. Yeah, and somebody who can be trusted and you feel some compatibility with that person.
True.
And so forth. But that's what we need to do. And as I say,
I think a lot of people are afraid to trust people nowadays, though, Mr.
Of course. And not because a man or a woman come to you and say, yeah, I'm going to marry you. Don't just run into that. Because people are look people for come up off. People are look people for give them money. And then when they take your money, they be a cock-and-bull story about your money. And so don't do that. Find somebody you're compatible with. Find somebody you can build life with.
Somebody's saying that they can get the 195 online.
Right. I-94. That's
I-94 rather.
195 is a highway in Jeff. Is a road in Miami.
Yes, it's a road in Miami. Yes, but yeah.
Right. I-95 is a highway. Yeah. So what I'm saying, yeah, I-94, you can get it online if you had missed it.
I-94,
If you,
sorry.
yeah, I-94, yeah, you need to have that because that's what proves that that's a proof that you enter the country legally when you are doing your documentation. And I must tell you, you may not have any money. And also, they are green card holders, Jeff. Don't forget this. They are green card holders that may want to become U.S. citizen, and they can't afford the fee. The U.S. Immigration Service offers a pauper break where if you don't have the money, you can get a waiver. So get consultation on that. You know, there's a lot, Jeffrey. A lot of us here.
Let me ask you this question, though, Garfield. So, for instance, saying that you and I and others go down there and decide to get a group of the people together and say we're going to have a town hall to speak about that. Do you think that the authorities will come in and swoop them up?
I don't believe so. I mean, but then we have internet now. We have YouTube. We can do things virtually, where people can listen online and go online with their smartphone. We don't physically need to go into a physical building. I would not want to encourage that, to be honest with you, because again, you know, people can get wink of it, and you know, but frankly speaking, I don't believe that there is any major enforcement drive to arrest illegal residents, illegal alien, or non-documented people. I don't believe that there's a drive out there. But what I can tell you, if you are illegal, don't go drive a car because you don't have a driver's license. Because if the cops stop you, the cop can now call immigration and your border patrol. So stay out of the sight of these people.
Suppose a person has the right to vote, the right to work rather, and have a car that they have the right to work, but they don't have a driver's license, they're driving.
Yeah, but that is the thing, Jeffrey. If you don't have a driver's license, you shouldn't have a car. Period.
But
you shouldn't be driving.
For instance, you have an overseas, like a Jamaican driver's license.
Well, again, but keep in mind, Jeffrey, again, I am not an attorney, so you need to get counsel on that. But what I can tell you, if you have a Jamaican driver's license and you're here, that Jamaican driver's license don't mean you can drive indefinitely on it.
No.
I think it a lot to a certain amount of months that you can use it. And then keep in mind, and you may say, but Garfield, the police may know if I have it for 6 months. But remember, the police stop you January 1st for a red light or your speed, and he gave you a ticket, right? The police come back, and next police officer stop you again 9 months later. But they are going to show that you were stopped once with this driver's license on January 1st. So it's going to prove to that cop that you have been using this license for more than 6 months.
Yes.
So there you go now. So you open up can of worms. So immigration
I was just asking a question because it was posed to me already and I couldn't answer the question.
Right. So you have to be careful. But if you don't, and then keep one thing in mind, you don't have a valid driver's license and you are driving and you met in an accident, someone died, you can be charged for vehicular homicide because you don't have a valid driver's license. You know, I mean, and all of what I am saying, folks, I am not saying this is what I have read, this is what I have seen. So nothing here. I'm not an attorney. So let us be clear. I'm not giving legal advice. I am just speaking and based on my experiences from a layman perspective. Let us be clear on that.
I must get my good friend Michelle White to come on the program. She's an immigration Jamaican attorney at law.
Yes, so yes, that's a place to start.
Yes.
That's a good start. Get someone like herself to inform and educate the public, and you know, and again, we just have to do the right thing. And I mean, if someone never helped me, Jeffrey, I wouldn't be here.
Yes. And
that is that lady. And I will tell you, when I went down to that immigration place, 1994 by 79th Street, God have never sent me to the wrong floor. And that lady left from around the counter and gave me that information. I wouldn't be having this conversation with you today.
A good Samaritan came out of the woods, eh?
Correct. And that is why, I will tell you, I mean, I just have to share that information, and whatever information anybody reach, they want my number. I have no problem giving my number, because I don't know everything, but I can lead people into different aspects. I can I can lead it to a direction that you can get help.
Yes.
If I can't help you, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do, but I believe I know enough people that can offer you some form of assistance. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. We have a lot. We have our work cut out for us. You know, and all we have to do just be a human. That's all we need to do. Be a human. Whether you're black, white, blue, pink, or purple, whatever your political affiliations are, just be a human. That's it. Nothing else. And we are good.
You know, it's a hard, tedious task ahead of us, Garfield. But we have to do something to assist, eh?
Yeah, it is. And I don't want to say it's an hard, tedious task. I believe it's an easy task. But if we get everybody on board, and I must tell you, especially the season that we are in right now in the United States, we are in an election year. And folks, I will tell you.
Hold on for me, Garfield. Sorry, I didn't see this at all, Sir Dwight. The studio numbers on Roots FM is 658. Is this a new airport number in Jamaica? 658.
Yes, it is. Yes.
088512. That's 658 208 0512. That's the studio number on Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city. And the numbers here in the United States, it's 954-529-8030. We are simulcasting on Sugar Rain Rockers Radio, Jam Talk Vibes Radio. We're speaking to my good friend, Sir Garfield Reed, about Jamaicans and other Caribbean nationals who are homeless here in the United States. Go ahead, Garfield.
Yeah, man. So that's it. So I think we had a good conversation. It was healthy. We were able to put out some information, and we need to have a feedback and hear what the people have to say, you know, and see who can come on board and help. Because all hands are on deck, and we just need to help each other. That's it, Jeff.
Indeed. Thank you very much for coming on, Garfield. You have anything more to say to your fellow countrymen?
Well, we are all Jamaicans, and it's Jamaica land we love, and let us keep the Jamaican flag high. And when you see a Jamaican down and out, give a helping hand to another Jamaican. Simple as that.
Thank you, my friend.
Good.
Sir Garfield Reed for coming on to explain to us that he was once homeless right here in the United States of America. And there's nothing wrong in a sense of you being homeless. Sorry, it's not a crime. A lot of people have been homeless. When you listen to Steve Harvey, he was homeless. Look at Steve Harvey now. And not because you may, come to a man's country and decide to overstay. It doesn't mean that you are less than a person. But we're going to see what we can do right here in the Mek Wi Talk program to assist others. For them to come on and see what we can do to assist them in getting either go back home to Jamaica or have some legal help for them. We're going to see what we can do. But this we're going to say so long for another afternoon. I will be continuing on this program here for a couple more minutes. We may break away. No, we'll continue here on this program for a couple more minutes. But we're going to say so long to Roots 96.1 FM. We're also going to say thanks to Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio for bringing the Mek Wi Talk program live. We're going to say thanks to Jam Talk Vibes Radio also for bringing the program live. This is the Mek Wi Talk program. I am Jeffrey Tavares, returning to the studios of Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city. Let us continue here on the program here for a little more minute, for a little more time. If you want to call in, the numbers are 954-529-8030. let me go over. Yes, I was speaking about something earlier on where the opposition spokesperson on national security, Senator Peter Bunting, will be a special guest on Saturday on the program. It will be hosted by Mr. Wilfred Radigan, retired FBI agent and son of the soil. Apparently, Mr. Bunting was somewhere in Junction, St. Elizabeth over the weekend. He was giving a speech. There is news coming out to us also where a Jamaican lady from St. Elizabeth was brutally murdered by her husband in the United States here on Father's Day. We're gonna get some more news about that because the news that I have, I can't put it on Roots FM. I can't play it on Roots FM because it's from another radio stations. So I won't bring it here on Roots FM. I have the authority to bring it on my program, but I won't bring it on Roots FM. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark is dismissing claims by opposition leader Mark Golding and Senator Bunting. Yes, thank you all very much. I can play these clippings now. I'm no longer with Roots FM. I'm still with Sugar Rain. Okay. Good afternoon, you're live.
You know, Jeffrey, I was just looking at the chat and someone said, where can you find an airline ticket back to Jamaica for $150? And I just want to tell that person, listen to me, Jeffrey. Tonight is Tuesday, right?
Thank you.
Hold on. Today is Tuesday. And if you were to go to the Fort Lauderdale airport at the ticket sales for Spirit Airline, Jeffrey,
yes, I know.
You can get a one-way ticket back to Jamaica for probably less than $100. Less than $100. Believe it, yes or no. Because a lot of people don't know this. The airline, Spirit Airline, sells penny tickets at the airport counter. And all you do is pay the taxes.
That's all you do.
That's all you do. So sometimes this is what we are talking about. Resources. I mean, I just flew to Virginia for a funeral over the weekend. And it cost me $142 to fly to Virginia. Round trip. Now, mark you, I never need to have a suitcase because I had a personal piece. But you can get airline tickets very cheap. It's just the resource is you need to know where to go and how to get it. So if anyone out there looking for a cheap ticket, they can go to the airport at Spirit Airline and go to the counter and get a penny ticket. And it is there for everybody. But not everybody know about these things.
Especially on a Tuesday night, eh?
On a Tuesday night, because many people don't know this, the airline roll out their new fares every Tuesday midnight.
Yes.
You know, true. Jeffrey, if I tell you anything more, I have to charge you.
Tell me some more, man. Where are you?
No, man. So that's good. And so when you buy a ticket, try to buy your ticket Tuesday midnight while people are sleeping, because the airline allotted a certain amount of seats at a certain cost. So it is for you to get in on these things.
Yes.
You know, it's just like hotels. There are certain apps that you can use to get cheap airline tickets, cheap rental car, cheap hotel rooms. You know, you want to go to Jamaica, Jeffrey, and you want to go on a vacation with your family. There are certain apps that you can use to get these all-inclusive resort deals for penny on the dollar.
You and I have to talk off here in a Garfield, because I need to get some of those things.
No, but I will tell you again, I will talk this publicly. There are times you can go on a vacation and the hotel just invite you to come to view the property.
What?
You know, these are simple things, bro. You know, the hotel just invite you to come see the
my
property.
wedding anniversary, you know, and I need to talk to you, man.
Yeah, man, you can go to these hotels and stay at these 5-star resorts in Jamaica and cost you all $200-300, Jeffrey. It's easy. You know, you just go on a timeshare presentation. You may buy the name
Hold on for me, Garfield. Ian is asking what time on Tuesday. You can go there from 6 o'clock in the evening or from
no, man, midnight. Midnight. The fair come out at midnight on Tuesday. Midnight on Tuesday. So you can go there anytime, but the better fair comes out every Tuesday night at midnight.
So hold on there. Every Tuesday night at midnight, that's the time the cheaper fair come out?
Yes. So you just want to be there and catch it. You know, people sleeping. So them not go on a computer, they're not going there. So while people sleeping, you're not reaping the benefits. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because remember, Jeffrey, all this work, you know, is supply and demand. The more people buy is the more the fare gets expensive.
But somebody I'm not promoting spirituality on my program, but somebody is saying that it's not from Florida, not from New York, only from Florida.
No. Well, I can't talk about New York, but I would assume tell that person in New York to go to the airport and try. Nothing done. I can only give you information I have. I cannot make it happen for you. So you have to put some work in.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? Yeah, you have to put some work in and all of that. But it's there, man. It's there. So people you know, you want something, you have to look for it. A lot of people here before rented an apartment and them never collect their money, Jeffrey, because 5-6 years later, you can go on the treasure hunt and see if any money out there for you in your name. Your father was here before, your mother was here. You can look into these things.
Because I want to know if there's any money in the treasure chest for me.
You never know. As long as you can provide the documentation to prove who you are, if it is you, and it's a family member, the family may deceased, the back. Because remember, you know, a lot of us who are in their 40s, 50s, your mother was here before, your father was here. They may pass away here, but they may have some money in the banks and nobody claim it. But now you are here, you can look in those directions to see. You know, your son, your uncle, your family member, a friend. You know, I have found money for friends and I call, so yo, some money in the bank for you know. Because a light bill, think about a light bill, a cell phone that you may overpaid. Remember those money are called interest now, Jeffrey. A life insurance claim. Maybe there that nobody claim. You can go if it is yours or your mother never have your name spelled correctly or your father, something like that. You know, use up these resources, man. You know, let us use that for we can benefit from it. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, indeed. I agree with you.
Come on.
Thank you very much, Sir Garfield, for coming back in and tell us. Yes, more information on how we can get free airline tickets and get a trip to the Vumbo V hotels where we can sit down and relax. And and have a drink of pina colada on the beach.
Yeah, but if you got hotel to drink pina colada, Jeffrey, I waste the people them time and money and energy.
Jesus. What's wrong with you, Garfield?
Yeah, they just gotta drink water. That's it, man. Just drink water. Just drink water. That's it.
Oh, jeez, you.
But I'm telling you, Jeffrey, it's good. These are the things that I like to do because that's so. And I mean, as I tell people, I have no college degree. I went to Sunday school on Saturday. There's nobody has ever sat me down and said, Garfield, this is how you do things. You know, it's all self-taught. I research these things. I call people. I mean, the IRS, you may owe the IRS $15,000 right now, and it is ruining your credit. Remember, you have the Fresh Start program, Jeffrey. Where if you owe the IRS under $25,000, they cannot garnish your wages as long as you're making payment arrangement. That's what they have to do. Barack Obama put that in place. That can help build up your credit, because if you are in collection and you are in collection, and these are the things against you. You know, that can ruin your credit. You get that lien. You have these liens from the IRS on your credit because you owe the IRS 10,000, 5,000, 15,000. You have to initiate the IRS and let them know that there was a presidential order by the president that the Fresh Start program is alive and will, an act of Congress. The IRS will release that lien from you, and that will push back your credit because you no longer have a lien. You know, stuff like that. The credit card company owe them money. You can call the credit card company and ask them to lower your interest rate. Another one that the people is not aware of. Mortgage insurance. If you have more than 20% equity in your home, Jeffrey, you don't need to pay mortgage insurance. You can save on $200 a month.
I never know that.
Stuff like that. You know, so understand these things, and these are little bits and bits. The credit card company can call them and tell them to reduce the interest rate. You know? Yes! Man. There's a lot out there, but people don't really utilize it. People, credit reports, you can write them and write them letters and repeating writing the letters to remove any negative from your credit because it has been 7 years or more. And you have to take these initiatives to do. These people not going to do anything for you because the longer them have you under bondage, under the credit, the better for them.
Yes.
Because one thing you don't know, you may say about how, because they're selling your information to banks to charge you higher interest rates. But the bank don't want you to have good credit, Jeffrey.
Yes.
Because if you have good credit, the bank can't charge huge interest rate.
Okay.
So the bank wants if you have bad credit, so they can give you 20%. Look at people buying a used car and 18% interest per month. Simple interest. You know, every day that interest calculates. And these used car dealers wipe them out and laugh and make a bag of money.
So that means you don't have to open a used car dealer then, man?
No, not me and you. You can do that. That's a predator relationship. I don't have nobody. No. I don't believe in that.
No. I don't believe in giving people enough in the body. I was talking about maybe you and I can open even a radio station.
That you can do. That I will definitely do. But anything like the Jeffrey, we must be able to benefit people. People must benefit.
True.
Think about it, Jeffrey. Life is like a triangle. When you're in business, think of a triangle. All the points must intersect. And if none of the points intersect, it's not a good contract.
So true.
Everybody must benefit. And if it's only one side benefiting, it's not a good contract.
So true.
Stuff like that. There's a lot of things out here, man. What else? When you drive, when you catch the bus, you keep your eyes open, you keep your ears open, you keep your ears perked, you listen. Go to some political meeting, all these rallies, go there. Walk into these offices, man. Take up pamphlets. You have a home. The counties have grants that they are giving out. The cities give out grants. Ask for them things, man. A lot of things, man. Yeah, man.
You and I have not talk off here. I gotta go now. I'm gonna call you about something. You said something about grants a while ago. Did you talk to you off here about something? Your opinion on it?
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, we're gonna say so long to we're gonna say so long to Sugar Wayne Rockers Radio for coming on to us. Thank you very much, my good friend, for bringing this broadcast live. We're gonna say so long from here for another afternoon. It's gonna be a busy afternoon for us. Busy afternoon for the Mek Wi Talk program. We're gonna come back on with another exciting program. We're gonna bring back some live feed from the Montego Bay Conference Center. We had just cut the stream a while ago because that section of the program was finished. But on this side of the program, we're going to say so long from here until you hear my voice again. May God bless you. May God bless Jamaica land we love. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mek Wi Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Good afternoon.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek Wi Talk, my people. Mek Wi Talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek Wi Talk, people. Mek Wi Talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, Mek Wi Talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek Wi Talk. People.
Gonna bring more people.